Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Iodine.
Check.
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 Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Iodine.
Check. 1 2 1 2. Iodine. Check. 1 2 1 2. Iodine. Check. 1 2 1 2. Iodine. Check. 1 2 1 2. Iodine. Check. 1 2 1 2. Iodine. Check. 1 2 1 2. Iodine. Check. 1 2 1 2. Iodine. Check. 1 2 1 2. Iodine. Check. 1 2 1 2. Iodine. Check. 1 2 1 2. Iodine. Check. 1 2 1 2. Iodine. Check. 1 2 1 2. Iodine. Check. 1 2 1 2. Iodine. Check. 1 2 1 2. Iodine. Check. 1 2 1 2. Iodine. Check. 1 2 1 2. Iodine. Check. 1 2 1 2. Iodine. Check. 1 2 1 2. Iodine. Check. 1 2 1 2. Iodine. Check. 1 2 1 2. Iodine. Check. 1 2 1 2. Iodine. Check.
visit a lot of schools and teach them the expertise. I love to visit a good education, a lot of schools and teach them the expertise, as well as I love to visit a good a lot of schools and teach them the expertise. Okay. And you I love to visit a good a lot of schools and teach them the expertise. Okay. And you I love to visit a good a lot of schools and teach them the expertise. Okay. And you I love to visit a good a lot of schools and teach them the expertise. Okay. And you I love to visit a good a lot of schools and teach them the expertise. Okay. And you I love to visit a good a lot of schools and teach them the expertise. Okay. And you separate aside from that, outside of the University of the West Indies, I'd love to become Miss Jamaica soon. Miss Jamaica University. I plan to start a business. Separate aside from that, outside of the University of the West Indies, I'd love to become Miss Jamaica soon. Miss Jamaica University. I plan to start a business. Separate aside from that, outside of the University of the West Indies, I'd love to become Miss Jamaica soon. Miss Jamaica University. I plan to start a business. Separate aside from that, outside of the University of the West Indies, I'd love to become Miss Jamaica soon. Miss Jamaica. And then along the way you learn to improve on punctuality, and punctuality is a very important thing. So once you're early, then along the way you learn to improve on punctuality, and punctuality is a very important thing. So once you're early, then along the way you learn to improve on punctuality, and punctuality is a very important thing.
Joining us, and I guess you'll see her later while she co-hosts. Thank you.
So once you're early,
welcome back to Sosci Live. I am host, Williams, and I'm here with my hair twin, Rosanne Samuels. Yes, we're rocking the fro today. Girls on fro. So Rosanne, how are you doing today? Welcome back to Sosci Live. I am host, Williams, and I'm here with my hair twin, Rosanne Samuels. Girls on fro. So Rosanne, how are you doing today? Welcome back to Sosci Live. I am host, Williams, and I'm here with my hair twin, Rosanne Samuels. Girls on fro. So Rosanne, how are you doing today? Welcome back to Sosci Live. I'm host, Williams, and I'm here with my hair twin, Rosanne Samuels. Girls on fro. So Rosanne, how are you doing? Welcome back to Sosci Live. I'm host, Williams, and I'm here with my hair twin, Rosanne Samuels. Girls on fro. So Rosanne, how are you doing? Welcome back to Sosci Live. I'm host, Williams, and I'm here with my hair twin, Rosanne Samuels. Girls on fro. So Rosanne, how are you doing? Welcome back to Sosci Live. I'm host, Williams, and I'm here with my hair twin, Rosanne Samuels. Girls on fro. So Rosanne, how are you doing? I think you're gonna be an ideal graduate, Miss Samuel. Hopefully. All right, great. Simmons is not finished just yet. Okay. Well, I must add that Miss Roseanne Samuels is also the incoming commuting representative for the Guild Council at 2018-2019. Tell me about that experience. Right. Partnerships and unity and right. Right. Partnerships and unity and then again you guys have the largest population, so I mean if you really band it together, right, could be as a result, right? Partnerships and unity and then again you guys have the largest population, so I mean if you really band it together, right, could be as a result, right? Miss Yui partnerships and unity and then again you guys have the largest population, so I mean if you really band it together, right, could be as a result, right? Miss Yui partnerships and unity and then again you guys have the largest population, so I mean if you really band it together, right, could be as a result, right? Miss Yui partnerships and unity and then again you guys have the largest population, so I mean if you really band it together, right, could be as a result, right? Miss Yui partnerships and unity and then again you guys have the largest population, so I mean if you really band it together, right, could be as a result, right? Miss Yui partnerships and unity and then again you guys have the largest population, so I mean if you really band it together, right, could be as a result, right? Miss Yui partnerships and unity and then again you guys have the largest population, so I mean if you really band it together, right, could be as a result, right? Miss Yui partnerships and unity and then again you guys have the largest population, so I mean if you really band it together, right, could be as a result, right? Miss Yui partnerships and unity and then again you guys have the largest population, so I mean if you really band it together, right, could be as a result, right? Miss Yui partnerships and unity and then again you guys have the largest population, so I mean if you really band it together, right, could be as a result, right? Miss Yui partnerships and unity and then again you guys have the largest population, so I mean if you really band it together, right, could be as a result, right? Miss Yui partnerships
Now wait about the go there and
the largest population, so I mean if you really band it together, right, could be as a result, right? Miss Yui
now wait about
so big up all the pelicans out there
working
to so I mean working together and
so get to the book. Thank you so much, Azan, for coming today. And so big up all the pelicans out there working and co-host
so I mean
working together and so get to the book. We're back on Sosci Live, and I'm joined with Odine Bernard, our outgoing Sosci PRO, and our incoming Guild PRO. So, Odine, how has the school year been for you so far? We're back on Sosci Live, and I'm joined with Odine Bernard, our outgoing Sosci PRO, and our incoming Guild PRO. So, Odine, how has the school year been for you so far? We're back on Sosci Live, and I'm joined with Odine Bernard, our outgoing Sosci PRO, and our incoming Guild PRO. So, Odine, how has the school year been for you so far? We're back on Sosci Live, and I'm joined with Odine Bernard, our outgoing Sosci PRO, and our incoming Guild PRO. So, Odine, how has the school year been for you so far? We're back on Sosci Live, and I'm joined with Odine Bernard, our outgoing Sosci PRO, and our incoming your mistakes. Okay, I'm telling that mistakes teach you a lot of things. So, as the Sosci PRO, how has your role helped you to matriculate to Guild PRO?
Well, from Sosci PRO to Guild PRO, Sosci PRO is just me. I've gotten the first-hand experience of what Guild PRO would be like. So being the PRO at the biggest and the best faculty, I've been in contact with everyone, all the scenarios that can happen, any issues that come about, I think I'll be able to deal with them on the Guild scale, which is the wider scale.
All right. Are there any issues that you plan to take from your faculty that will help you in the university itself?
Any issues? Well, I've seen all the issues that students here face, and you know, when you're on the Guild committee, you're all about students' welfare and want to improve that. So I've seen the issues that persons have. They have came in contact with me as the PRO, and I'm planning to address all those issues. First one I'm planning to address is the registration tutorials, where many persons face many difficulties. They don't know what to do, what courses to choose. So I'm implementing a video tutorial to show them step by step what to do, what not to do, and all the necessary precautions to take while selecting their courses.
Wow, that is a very good issue to tackle, because a lot of persons, including myself, don't know how to do that. Okay. Yes, it will be covered. And throughout the year, you work as a team with the Sosci committee. How do you think teamwork has helped you to develop any aspect that you will bring on the Guild?
Well, when it comes to teamwork, I've learned from my management class that an effective team is a team of persons with many different personalities, and when you come together and can complete the task at hand, that's a very wonderful team to work. So moving towards the Guild, we just need to work with all the different personalities, come together and do what we have to do.
Okay. To make the place a best place. Okay, so this was Odine Bernard, our Guild PRO for 2018-2019. Thank you. Okay, we're back with Sosci Live, where I'm joined with Sosci's outgoing EAC, Christina Williams, and incoming Guild Secretary. So, Christina, how has your post of Sosci EAC helped you to matriculate to being Guild CAC, Guild Secretary? Yes.
Lots of titles they're giving me now, Giselle. Thank you. Well, at first glance, it would seem that they're not connected in any way because it's, external affairs chair versus secretary. But what they're both, what the EAC portfolio has taught me is really how to partner with individuals. And as a secretary for the guild, it means that I have to work with all the councillors. I have to maintain all the internal information, speak to everyone, practically be the internal auditor, ensure everybody actually carries out their roles. So because EAC has taught me how to partner effectively and how to, manipulate team dynamics, it has helped me now to be more of a people person in terms of leading the internal aspects of the guild.
Thank you. You talk about teamwork and team dynamics.
Mhm.
So what lesson have you learned from Sosci's committee that you will garnish in the guild's
I would bring
committee?
to the secretary
Yes.
portfolio. Well, what I've learned is that leadership is really a process. The way you go into being a leader, you'll never leave the same. It's not possible. You either learn something or you lose something. And losing something could mean something negative that you had initially, and you lose it something better. So going into the EAC portfolio, I never worked with the dynamics I worked with. I never had that type of experience before. I've never done very big projects. So now I learned how to kind of narrow down my efforts and to make it be more of a grassroots intensive type of initiative. So I learned something different, a different outlook, a different perspective of dealing with people, and so going forward I can take that to the guild.
Well, how has your school year been for you personally throughout the entire year?
Terrible.
Terrible. Why terrible?
Well, alright, that's a joke, but school year for me was difficult because I do so much and so much more. And you know that Giselle, that I'm very involved in charity humanitarian work, both on a national and international level, and also what I'm involved in with school. So for me, time management is very important. If I procrastinate, I die. Literally, because I don't have the time like everyone else to always be studying or reading. So I have to ensure I grasp what I learn in class, and then I go home and I constantly read. I have to read all the time because I don't have the time to really be saying, okay, I'm only going to study at this particular time. I have to keep studying all the time because there are times when I can't study.
Well, that's true. Time management is very important. And you spoke about being good or bad at time management.
Right. For me, I think it's a process because
Yes,
I
you're
suffer from
learning.
procrastination, as I said before. And so I have to keep reminding myself that, as I said, if I procrastinate, I die. And it's a thief of time. So what I can do now, this I make hay while the sun shines. So what I can do now, I try to do it, get out of the way, and move on to something else.
Okay, thank you. What would you tell persons of the society body,
Right.
students that is, about time management and how to manage their time?
Well, there is no formula that works for everyone, but what I would say is when you get something, do it as quickly as possible. I think it's important. If you have an essay, start doing the research at least before you start actually writing the essay, because sometimes you wait till that point in time and then you start to rush and you deliver substandard work. And SOSI is known for great people.
Yes.
So we don't want a substandard grades and a substandard assignment. So try to put in as much effort as possible. You're aware.
Yes, thank you. So what Christina is trying to say is you should expand your horizon.
Very true.
Yes. This is Society Live, and I thank you.
So I'm here with Garfield Evans, and yes, it's Christina Williams, and I'm back on SOSA Live in the host chair now. So tell me, Garfield, I call you the businessman of SOSA, I know, because you always a deal with business. What was it like being the CAC this year for the SOSA committee?
Well, rebrand in some areas as well.
Right. So there's really been rebranding and expanding the scope of your portfolio and also the faculty in and of itself. Okay, great. So is there anything you did this year that you're the most, what you say is they made you the most proud?
Well, the pageant.
The pageant, Miss
So,
Sosci.
Miss Sosci, it was a good initiative,
Right.
and we all came together and to ensure that it was executed well,
Right.
and it was done. So, thumbs up for that.
Thumbs up for that. Indeed, and I agree because that was like a groundbreaking event. I think it was the first of its kind.
That's right.
First of its kind. That was groundbreaking. So we made history in
And let's come out one Sosci.
one Sosci. One Sosci. All right. Thank you, Garfield.
Thank you.
So we're here with Sosci boss, Kenroy James. All right. So Kenroy, of course, is the social sciences what we call it? Faculty representative, right? So
to build faculty pride within the faculty, and I think I've achieved that in some ways.
yes.
Where we hosted a number of events, made a number, had a number experiences. I ensured that he was very involved in most of my planning and
Right.
execution of events. But one of the main advice that I would like to give to him is that no, don't matter the committee that you get to work with,
Right.
try your best to work with the different personalities, because it's very hard to work with 24 different personalities.
Very
Everybody is different. So just don't give up on them. Try your best to work with them, and it should be good.
Very good. Thank you so much. And is there anything, Kenroy, that you'd like to say to the students out there? So we're going to miss you. Know that you're about to leave office.
Well, I'm not sure if they'll miss me, but I just want to say all the best, Sosci. I'll miss you. It was a pleasure working with all the Sosci students. Sosci has become a place in my heart,
Yeah.
and I will always love this place because it has helped me to develop in a number of ways. So students, just keep pressing on. Don't make any obstacles stop you from your dream. Because when I was becoming so sorry, a lot of persons thought I wouldn't win. A lot of persons said, where this hype boy going? But here I am, and it has been a successful year. So love you, Sosci.
All right. He said he loves Sosci. We all love Sosci. One Sosci. So we're here with the man in the hot seat. He's about to take up office as the incoming Social Sciences Faculty Representative for Guild 2018-2019, Jafari Conville.
Good morning, Mrs. Williams.
Mrs.
Miss Williams.
Miss Williams. It's okay. So tell me, Jaff, what has the experience been like thus far? I mean, yes, you were deputy, also GCC, but now that you're about to take up the mantle, how do you feel?
Motivated and ready because due to the fact that I was on the committee and I already seen how to operate within the faculty, that it's well, during the pandemic period, we have seen that such as started the process of about currently working on the mock-ups to give the developer so that we can carry it out and it to be finished by a set time period so it can be accepted by the registrar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for them to so it can come in before September.
Okay, great.
Also, I plan to advocate more for some of the students wants and needs in the faculty because some of the students are not happy.
Not happy. Okay, thank you so much, Jafari. So, is there anything that you're looking forward to, within your portfolio?
Well, definitely. I look forward to the students within the faculty geared up and ready to participate in things that I plan to put on this year, the events that I plan to put
Right.
on. Also geared up and ready to work along with any initiatives to better themselves and to better the faculty and wider UE and the society.
All right. You talk about gearing up. I think you have a special treat for us today, Mr. Conville, to kind of gear up the Pelicans out there. You ready
Uh,
for us?
Yes, yes.
You ready for us? All
Yes.
right. Do I need to move?
Yes, yes, that will be good.
Okay.
No, you can sing along with
I
me.
can
now.
sing along with you?
Yes.
All right.
So this is the Orange Nation chant.
All
It was
right.
built specially for Orange Nation in the summer. I wrote it for social sciences so that we
Mhm.
would have a chant.
All right.
Okay, so here it goes. Orange, orange, orange nation. We are the top faculty. Orange, orange, orange nation. We are the top faculty. Government and MSB man. Econ and psychology.
Wow.
Orange, orange, orange nation. We are the top faculty.
Well then. So Mr. Conville, I hope things that can fulfill, man, even singing. All right. And is there anything you'd like to share with the students before you go? Any final word?
As it relates to the students, I just like them. I just like to inform them that this year we are going to be very active. So
Right.
I like them to support me, be behind my back, especially when I'm advocating on behalf of them, because you need the students also to show that there is a legit problem and not just me building up a
Building up
problem.
a
right? You
problem.
understand? Yeah.
Very true. Ladies and gentlemen, my fellow Pelicans, this is the final show for Sosci Live for this year. And every time it comes to this point, I always begin to feel very nostalgic because all the experiences that we have had here on the show, all the interviews, all the people that we have seen gone through the ranks, like Jafari, myself, Giselle, Roseanne, everyone. And so we thank you for joining us here every Monday, same place, same time. And we invite you to join us again next semester. I may not be the host next year, but whoever it is, we ask you to support them as well. And remember, it's one Sosci, one family, one UE. Have a great year.